Well, thank you very much for being here today. I'm very, very happy and frankly just couldn't be more honored to host Operation Military Blessings. This guy right here is one of my heroes, and when he sees a need, he makes it happen. So we're just kind of along for a really good cause, and I'll let Tom do an introduction of why we're here today.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate hosting us for this meeting. OMB, as we call Operation Military Blessings, is a vital organization that's worldwide where we help young military families that sometimes don't have food on the table. And we know statistically 35% of young military families are food insecure. Translated, families are going to bed hungry, bottom 4 ranks. 1 out of 8 are on food stamps. Those type of statistics are startling. We do something about it. OMB, we have support from around the country, corporations, Tommy Alquist, Blue Cross, where we give out these gift cards to these young families. They go through a vetting process, there's accountability for it all, and we get them through that emergency. We also do national disasters. Last year, 2 hurricanes in North Carolina and Florida, we came to aid people that had lost everything in the military. We also have a program for disadvantaged and disabled children. Most think that military insurance pays for everything. It does not. Therapeutic helmets for children are not covered. We have buying that for the military. That runs about $1,000 per helmet, and they'll go through about 3 of those before their skulls are strong enough not to have that helmet. We do that. And then we have this new program called Babies, Bottles, and Diapers. We came to realize that when we gave the food gift cards to the Albertsons or through our commissary system, that half of that card would go just for diapers, half. And so we were really defeating the purpose, trying to put food on the table. So we came up with this program called Babies, Bottles, and Diapers. Now here in Idaho alone, we have about 300 families a month that will be on this program. That's about $100,000 a year. That's why we're here to gain support so that we can meet the needs of these young military folks. Now, Governor Kempthorne is with us. Call him Dirk. He had a lot of different titles, but those of us that know him call him Dirk. He was the commander for the Idaho National Guard for years, and that's where his heart is with the Idaho National Guard. I'd like to have him say a few words.
Chaplain, thank you very much. These young people that made a conscious decision to join the military, to take a sacred oath to preserve, protect, defend the Constitution, and the citizens of the United States, wherever and whenever necessary, they put their lives on the line. The stress that can mean for that young individual and that young family. Should there be additional stress of where do I get the food to feed the children while I'm deployed? Should there be the additional stress of I have a baby and we don't have the diapers, the formula, the bottle? When we walk by these magnificent men and women in their uniforms, and we often will say, thank you for serving. Here's an opportunity for us to serve them. Tommy Alquist has a reputation of helping others. And for him to step up now for this effort for bottles, diapers, formula is significant. It's one more tangible way that we define that we are a team. Yes, we have young men and women in uniform that are protecting us. And now we can do something to help them. Take a little bit of that stress away while they're undertaking their sacred oath.
You're the executive vice president. You've been with us for a lot of years. How about talk about the rank structure, who we reach?
Oh yeah, that's very important because our program focuses on the lowest 4 military ranks of all the branches. So we reach out at bases and forts around the world. Actually, we've got an extensive program overseas as well as in the United States. And everyone, as soon as they hear about Operation Military Blessings, as soon as they hear that we focus on the lowest 4 ranks, they immediately get it. And when Tom presents that stuff, or any of these other supporters who have heard Tom speak, and then they're immediately on board. So we don't give it to the lieutenant colonels and the majors, and I was the first lieutenant when my first baby came along. And so, no, we focus on the people that have the most critical needs. So that's our focus at Operation Military Blessings.
Often been asked, do we pay salaries? All of us on the board, including myself, volunteer. We get no reimbursement whatsoever, no salaries. I don't get paid. I don't get paid. Nobody gets paid. So the full amount of donations are actually put right into the military bases. It's a great program, and be able to see mothers who have said to us, Christmas time, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have had a Christmas. Military mothers. Individuals say, I didn't have money for diapers. Now they have diapers. Now, Idaho alone is going to be about $100,000 as we reach out to these families for a year. We want to go national with this. And there's 300,000 families that fall in the category that need this type of help. 300,000 out of 2 million. That's a lot. We're the only ones that's doing this. We have boots on the ground, representative at these bases, and we work with already, so we have an established relationship. Great people to work with, and now with Tommy Alquist and the governor and others that are on our board. We're meeting the needs for families, and so I'm just thankful that we could be here and that Tommy would host us.
Thank you, Tom. You know, as we go through life, we get to meet all kinds of people, and there are a lot of people in this state that inspire. I feel very inadequate to be with these three today because they're three of my heroes, and they have servants' hearts. They see need and they act. It is easy for us to come along and help. So our call to action today, it is very easy to go to Operation Military Blessings website. It's very easy to donate right there. As Tom said, uniquely, 100% of those donations will go straight to these programs. 100%. That's very unique. It is very humbling to know that this organization started right here, and it is taking care of military families around the country and around the world. I'm just very proud of what you've done. Secondly, some people like to have their kids or themselves drop off tangible things. So we invite anyone. Our office is right next to Top Golf. Most people know where that is. Drop off diapers. Bring your kids. Come help us. This is an easy thing to support. Over the years, I did not serve. Came close, but didn't serve. And I've always felt maybe a little embarrassed that I didn't follow some of my uncles and my grandpas that did. So I'm always one quickly to say thank you for your service. And it always feels inadequate. Well, here's a chance to not just say thank you for your service, but to do something for these families, these younger families that need this desperately. For crying out loud, they're serving our country. It's the least we can do, and I'm just very honored to be here today and would invite all of you to donate. Operation Military Blessings, find it online or drop off formula, diapers, wipes here at our office, and we will put them to use. Thank you.
We mentioned the need. If you look at the display behind us, that's $400 worth of supplies. $400, that will last a couple families. We have $300 a month we want to raise. So if you want to donate diapers and baby wipes and formula, bring them by here. This is a collection point. If you want to donate online, go to Operation Military Blessings, that's plural.org, and you can donate there.
Any questions?
I've got one. It's very humbling. It's difficult. We've done stories in the past. Governor Kennedy over that. But about the fact that people sometimes are embarrassed to come forward and ask for help. And we're talking about military families.
No, sir.
I can't imagine, if you want to talk about it, how difficult it is for anybody, but especially military families, to come forward and say, we need help.
Absolutely. They're proud Americans. They wear the uniform, the United States of America. They're not going to go to somebody and say, hey, I'm not making it. But that's where the sergeant major at the different bases has been given a supply of cards, $25, $50 cards to go to a commissary or to the grocery store, because that sergeant major knows what's going on. they understand, they have their finger on the pulse, and they will call that young soldier in and say, hey, listen, we know that right now it's going to be tough, but this is going to help you. It's from Operation Military Blessings, and it's given with great pleasure and joy and honor. Now go take care of your family.
I'm a retired Air Force chaplain. I spent 24 years and traveled the world. People that come with financial difficulties and they say, we need some help. Well, you know, as military chaplains, we can't just write a check. We're not allowed to. And the military is not allowed to just help people. And so they would send them to different organizations for payday loans and sometimes predatory loans. When the OMB came about 30 years ago, we started meeting those needs right on the spot, working through the first sergeants, sergeant majors, the commanders. They hear about us, that we can make the difference.
May I add one other element? This is real. When the 116th Cavalry Brigade deployed 4,300 troops, the largest deployment in the history of the state of Idaho. Now, it included complements from some of the surrounding states. Over 4,000. It was very interesting because many of these young soldiers are also hunters. Well, suddenly for that year, they were deployed overseas. And so they didn't have the opportunity to put protein into the freezers of the families. We discovered that. We had to do things at that point to make sure that it was supplemented also. The forward deployment of the Idaho Air and Army Guard is incredible here. And then, as Ike pointed out, this is now global. It's everywhere. My goodness, if you want to send a message to these young men and women that wear the uniform, boy, here's an opportunity right now. Right now.
We care. We care about them.
And they need it.
So is there a certain, like, I don't know, demographic, age range? What's kind of the average folks, the family that comes to this?
On the average, they're about 23 years old. And, you know, they're young people in the military just a couple of years. They may join the military not realizing that, you know, military pay doesn't go very far, particularly those lower ranks. About 23, and the average is 3 children per family now.
It's us.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Tommy?
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm going to thank one of our media people said, make sure to thank the TV crews that came out, Channel 6, Channel 7, Statesman, and others. Thank you very much for covering.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, great seeing you.
Oh, yeah. I don't think your pictures have been mounted.
Oh.
Facebook, okay.
Well, we've been having fun. 3 grandkids.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Since my son-in-law. I don't know if you've done that. That's all such, but he's got 3 of the cutest little kids you've ever seen.
My grandkids are 400 years old.
Are they?
They wander all over the time.